The muzzle of a gun digs into his temple, ice cold and trembling with the idling engine. Before he can speak, rough hands shove him behind the wheel of a rusted coupe. Engines howl at the makeshift start line. Neon signs painting the asphalt in lurid colors.
If my hands shake even once, it's over. They'll dump my body in a ditch.
He flings the car into a hairpin, rear tires smoking and screaming. A sliver of road opens. He stomps the gas and shoots through the gap by inches. The finish line flashes past, him barely a hood length ahead. Before he can exhale, hands are yanking him from the seat.
Your father's debt doesn't die with him, kid. Boss Kaito's been waiting to collect.
A crack to the skull, and Kenji's world ends in a flash of white agony. Kenji blinks against the sting of fluorescent light. His wrists are bound to a wooden chair in a smoke-hazed office.
How long was I out? And where the hell am I?
Welcome to your new reality, Kenji. Your father left a debt that you are going to pay.
A photograph slides across the desk. His mother, alone and fragile, in the doorframe of their garage.
What do you want from me?
You'll race for me. Every win chips away at your father's debt. Every loss, well, look at the photo.
The threat is clear as glass. His mother's life is the stake he can't afford to lose.
They'll kill her without blinking. I have no choice. Fine, I'll race. But touch her, and I swear I'll end you.
Thugs cut his bonds and thrust a schedule at him. His first race, tomorrow night, under the neon lights. The garage light flickers on. Rin looks up, her smile fading.
Kenji, you look like you haven't slept in a week. What's going on?
No time. I need this car, race ready, by tomorrow night. My life's on the line.
You owe me a full story. But fine, I've got your back.
Tonight's win is non-negotiable. And from now on, the competition gets deadlier.
The street transforms into a blazing arena. Takeshi's red car lines up beside Kenji's rusted machine.
Who let the trash in? This track isn't for junkyard mechanics.
Kenji's hands fly across the wheel as he slices through the pack, tires howling. At the final bend, he executes a suicidal drift, stealing the inside line from Takeshi. Back at the garage, Rin hugs Kenji in relief. Outside, headlights silhouette a watcher.
You got lucky last night. A fluke like you doesn't belong on the asphalt.
Then come settle it. One-on-one, no crowd, no excuses.
You've got guts. Tomorrow, midnight, docks. I'll make sure you never race again.
I'll tweak the mapping. That car needs more than guts.
Midnight. The industrial docks reek of salt and diesel. Two cars face off under flickering floodlights. They launch like missiles, weaving through rusted containers. A near miss shaves, Takeshi's mirror off. At the final stretch, Kenji's engine screams past the red line. He edges ahead by a fender.
You are still a joke, but your driving isn't. Next time, I won't hold back.
The racing syndicate noticed. Your next race will pull in triple the bets. Remember, every victory tightens my leash on you. Don't get comfortable.
Rin stares at the telemetry data on her monitor, her face draining of color.
Kenji, look at these patterns. Every race you've been in, the outcomes were decided before the green light.
Fixed. The debt, the threats, it was never about my father. You rigged every single race. I am nothing but a puppet for your gambling ring.
And the syndicate profits. Your job is to keep winning, not to ask questions. Push me further, and your precious mechanic Rin will pay the price.
Hard hands clamp down on Kenji's shoulders, yanking him back.
You are a racer, not a detective. Next race is in 3 days. Win it.
Every exit is blocked. But if I keep winning, I buy time to find his weakness.
His fists tremble. Not from fear, but from the rage of a trapped animal.
That new racer is a ghost from Kaito's past. If you race, you won't walk away.
You think I'll run from a fixed race? I've beaten rigged games before. Watch me.
The starter's light blinks green. Takeshi rockets ahead, but the other car matches him move for move, unnervingly close. On the third corner, Takeshi's rear end snaps loose. The wheel jerks from his hands, and the car barrel rolls into the barrier. Kenji sprints from the sidelines, dragging Takeshi's limp body clear before flames engulf the chassis.
The steering column was tampered with. It was no accident. Kaito wanted me dead.
This is beyond gambling. He's silencing anyone who knows the truth. We're all in danger now.
I won't let that happen. I'll win every race, but I'll find the proof to bury him for good.
He grips the hospital visitor's chair until his knuckles bleach white. That night, he returns to the garage and starts stripping his car to the bare metal, searching for a weakness he can exploit. No more games. A figure limps through the garage door. Takeshi, bandaged but defiant, tosses a crumpled betting slip onto the workbench.
Years ago, Kaito offered me the same deal. Race and watch my loved ones stay alive. I refused.
Then we share a common enemy. I can pull old records. Maybe there's something Kaito buried about your father.
Hours later, Rin pulls a yellowed police report from a forgotten locker. Her breath catches.
Kenji, your father didn't just race. He and Kaito were in the same fatal pileup 20 years ago.
A brittle newspaper photo slips out. Young Kaito and Kenji's father gripping rival trophies, pride in their eyes.
They weren't strangers. Kaito stole my life because of something that happened between them.
We need the whole truth. But Kaito's men are everywhere. We move quietly, and we move fast.
There's a sealed incident file at the police archive. I can hack into it tonight.
Do it. Once I have proof, I'll confront Kaito and end this.
Kenji storms into the office, slamming the brittle team photo onto the desk.
Where did you get that? So the boy finally glimpses the past. 20 years ago, your father's recklessness on the mountain pass crushed my spine and my future. He fled the scene, leaving me crippled and the team buried in debt. I rebuilt everything, and now his son will repay. You will enter the Emperor's Cup. Win it, and your father's shame stays buried. Lose, and every newspaper will carry the story. Your mother will see what kind of man she married.
Every word he says could be a lie, but I can't risk it. I have no choice.
The tournament starts in 2 weeks. Your car will be top tier, but the opponents are killers.
And if I win, what then? You let my mother go.
Win, and she never learns the truth. That is my mercy.
Kenji leaves, the competition dossier burning in his grip. The Emperor's Cup, the most vicious underground race in Japan. 2 weeks vanish in a swarm of wrench smoke and sleepless nights. The Emperor's Cup opens under a blaze of floodlights.
10 of the deadliest drivers in Japan, and they're all itching to put me in a wall.
Takeshi's red car pulls up beside him. Through the window, he gives a short nod, no words needed. Miles away, Rin solders a hidden turbo module, a secret edge if things turn lethal. The flag drops, and the pack erupts. A blur of metal and murder on the neon-drenched circuit. Kenji threads a needle between 2 slamming cars, his door taking a spray of sparks by a fender's width. He snatches first. The crowd roars, but Kenji's eyes don't leave the rearview mirror. In the paddock's shadows, Kaito leans close to a faceless driver, lips moving behind a cupped hand.
Nice driving. But that whisper you saw. Trust no one, not even the race officials.
Every race is a trap, but I'll spring it on my own terms.
Rin cracks the sealed police file, uncovering a second, hidden report.
The official report was doctored, but here is the truth in his own handwriting.
I owe my life to Kaito. He pulled me from the burning wreck, but the crash cost him his arm. Driven by guilt and jealousy, he later fabricated the debt to bind my son.
Kaito isn't a victim. He's a liar who stole Kenji's life because he couldn't have his own glory.
She snatches her phone, fingers trembling. Kenji's phone buzzes in the dark of his room.
Kenji, it's all a lie. Your father was the hero. Kaito saved him, then turned on him out of spite.
Before Rin can say more, a black glove clamps over her mouth. Thugs drag her into the alley. Kenji hears muffled screams. Then the line goes dead. The screen blinks again. This time, a video call from an unknown number.
You've been snooping, boy. Now, watch the consequences. Win the Emperor's Cup final. If you lose or try anything, she pays the price.
I'll win, but not for you. To prove you are nothing but a liar.
We'll never break her out in time. Kaito's compound is a fortress.
Then I'll win, so overwhelmingly the world sees. He can't kill her if she's the only leverage.
I'll start a fire during the race. A distraction. His men will scramble, giving us an opening.
The hours blur. When dawn breaks, Kenji is already strapped into his machine, engine humming.
One race, one chance. I am not just racing for dreams anymore.
The accelerator pedal trembles under his foot. The final battle is about to begin. In the pit garage, a mechanic tightens the last bolt on the hidden turbo. Rin's final blueprint, wired to a switch on the steering wheel.
One push of that button could blow the engine, or leave them all choking on my fumes.
He reaches beneath the seat and pulls out a dog-eared photo. His father, arm around a young Kaito, both grinning at the camera.
You never ran from a fight. Neither will I.
Takeshi's red machine slides into the grid beside him. Through the glass, he raises a fist, not taunting, but a promise.
Remember, after you cross the line, the fire starts. Be ready.
He's risking everything to give me a chance. I won't waste it.
Kenji nods once. A silent pact sealed in exhaust fumes. Engines scream in unison, a rising thunder that shakes tooth and bone. The start light blinks from red to yellow. Kenji's pulse flatlines into perfect calm. The light blinks green, and the world erupts. Tires rip into asphalt. A wall of noise pushing the cars forward. A black sedan clips a tail fin, and two unseated racers spiral into the barrier. The pack closes rank without mercy. Kenji dives into the chaos, threading through an impossible gap between two slamming doors. He emerges third, then second, his exhaust crackling as he hunts the leader through a blind chicane. The radio crackles alive. Takeshi's voice, breathless and sharp.
She's out. Rin's safe outside the compound, but her escaped guard triggered the alarm. They know we're coming.
In the mirror, three black sedans peel away from the sidelines, accelerating onto the track with cold intent. The first sedan rams his rear bumper. Kenji's car fishtails, sparks flaring as he wrestles it straight.
So, Kaito's throwing his enforcers at me. Fine, I'll drag them all across the finish line if I have to.
He floors the gas, taking the lead into the mountain sector, the sedans howling in pursuit. A concrete barrier blocks the road ahead. Kenji punches the red boost switch, the hidden turbo screams, and the car vaults over the obstruction like a comet.
2 seconds of chaos, then the engine might tear itself apart. But it's the only card he has left.
From a side alley, a red streak intercepts the pursuers. Takeshi's car slams the lead sedan sideways, metal shrieking.
I said I'd start a fire. This is your window. Use it.
The turbo sputters. Red lights flood the dash. Overheat, oil pressure zero, a rising death rattle from the block.
I don't care if it seizes. It'll keep moving as long as I am in it.
Thick smoke blinds him. The car limps on 3 cylinders. Each revolution a grinding coffin nail. Takeshi weaves behind, blocking the remaining sedan.
Your engine's molten. Pull over and live.
Blood dripping onto the steering wheel. Kenji shakes his head. The checkered flag is a ghost on the horizon, and he will not stop. The smoke in the cabin thickens, and in the rearview mirror, a phantom takes shape. His father's silhouette, calm and knowing. A buried memory floods back. A child on his father's lap, tiny hands guided over a worn steering wheel.
He used to say, "Feel the road through your bones. The car will tell you what to do."
His eyes snap open, irises blazing. The wheel becomes a living thing, and the car answers like a loyal beast. The final hairpin approaches. He doesn't brake. He wrenches the car into a monstrous drift, tires screaming in ecstasy. He slides past the leader with a millimeter to spare, stealing the inside line with suicidal grace. The checkered flag flashes. The engine seizes dead weight as the car rockets over the line purely on dying momentum. The cabin fills with a choking cloud. All sight blurs into gray static, silence. The crowd holds its breath, no flag waving, no victor named, only the hiss of a dying engine.
Did I win? Or did I just fade into nothing before the line?
The smoke curls away like a curtain. The photo finish camera flashes, a single frame frozen in time. Then the PA crackles. By a nose length, winner of the Emperor's Cup, Kenji. The world detonates.
You reckless miracle, you dragged that corpse of a car across the line.
Kenji stumbles from the wreck, knees buckling before he hits the ground. Rin's arms wrap around him.
I thought I'd lost you. Don't ever drive like that again.
High in the VIP booth, Boss Kaito watches the monitor. Not angry, more like a statue, unblinking.
He inherited more than his father's hands. That was pure soul driving.
His fingers press against the scar on his face, old memories warring behind cold eyes. The commentators scream of a new legend born. Below, Kenji raises a weary fist in answer. But when Kenji searches the VIP window, Kaito's silhouette has already vanished. The door crashes open. Kenji, Rin, and Takeshi brace for a fight, but the office is silent.
I expected you sooner. Please have a seat.
We didn't come to sit. We came for answers or your head.
Answers. Everything I did was to honor him. He gestures to an old racing photo on the desk.
Kaito stands, and with painful slowness, bows until his forehead nearly touches the desk.
I forced a nightmare on you to create a legend. Forgive me.
You made me believe my father was a fraud, a coward.
He was my idol, the only one who ever outran me. I wanted to see his fire again. Through you, I am dying. A few months left. The cup was my final wish to witness his rebirth.
Kenji's hands shake. Rage and pity twist inside. This was never about debt. It was grief made monstrous. Kaito reaches into his jacket and lays a creased medical report on the desk.
The doctors gave me a month. The cup was my last gamble to see his line continue.
He slides a worn leather folder toward Kenji. Inside, the deeds to the Yakuza's entire racing division.
It's yours. Every car, every contract. Wield it wisely. I won't be here to fix your mistakes.
Then, with trembling fingers, he draws out a yellowed envelope. The handwriting is unmistakably his father's.
He wrote this before the crash, a letter I was too spiteful to deliver. Until now.
Kenji's hands tremble as he breaks the seal. The paper smells of old oil and regret. Kaito, if you are reading this, I am gone. Look after my son. Teach him what I could not. You were the brother I never had. Kenji's tears splash onto the letter. The office is silent, waiting for his answer. Kenji wipes his face on his sleeve and lifts his head. The tears have dried into something harder.
I'll take the division, but it stops being a weapon today.
What do you need from me?
Every muscle you have left. Help me dismantle the gambling, the violence. Give me that, and I'll carry your name into the future.
Kaito's legs give way. He sinks to his knees, the weight of 2 decades pressing him down.
All of it. I swear on my brother's grave.
One by one, the thugs around the room drop to their knees. Fists uncurl, heads bow.
Looks like you've got a crew boss.
We always knew you'd find your way home.
Kenji stands before the kneeling men, a king crowned by betrayal and born from pain. The streets have a new name now. The morning sun finds Kenji at the garage door. His mother's shadow waits inside.
Mom, it's over. The debt, the threats, and Dad was never the monster they told us.
His letter. All these years, I thought he'd abandoned us.
He didn't. He asked Kaito to protect me. The garage is safe now, forever.
She weeps without a sound, the years of suspicion melting into blessed peace. Later, Kenji stands before a stone marker. Cherry blossoms drift across his father's name.
I felt you in that car. I'll make sure your name isn't forgotten.
He lays the Emperor's Cup trophy at the base. A promise sealed in gold. Wind stirs the petals, and for a moment the silence feels like an answer. Kenji walks away, shoulders squared. The past no longer drags him down. A month later, the Yakuza office hums with a different energy. Mechanics, not thugs, crowd the floor. Kaito sits in a wheelchair by the window, pale but watching with a fragile smile.
This isn't just a team. It's a promise to my father and to Kaito.
He tugs a cloth from the wall. A sleek phoenix rises from a checkered flag, immortalized in metal.
Phoenix Racing. Huh, cheesy, but I'll drive for that bird.
As chief engineer, I am holding you both to impossible standards.
Their laughter fills the garage, a sound that had been absent for decades. A glossy schedule for the legal street racing series is pinned beside the logo. Kenji meets Kaito's gaze. The old man nods once, a silent transfer of a weight he'd borne for too long. The new era begins not with fanfare, but with a shared breath and the scent of fresh paint. The last rays of sun pour gold over the city. On the rooftop, two figures lean against the railing.
You believed in me when I nearly gave up. I never thanked you properly.
You would have done the same. But hearing it feels nice.
They watch the horizon in a silence, weightless as the descending star.
The streets are ours now, and I am exactly where I want to be.
The city lights begin to flicker on, mirroring the stars. Tomorrow, the engines will roar again, but tonight is for stillness. In the team trophy room below, a curled photograph rests against the first of many golden cups. Kenji's father smiles from the frame, his legacy finally reclaimed. Above, the Phoenix Racing banner flutters in the night breeze. The road ahead is bright,